Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Cashball, Week 4. I'm your host, Dave, and I fucking hate the Falcons. So far this season, my current picks are NFL 3-6. Overall, in college is 4-5. Feeling good, feeling like I'm going to bounce back this week. But let's go over last week's picks. First and foremost, fuck the Falcons. 2 weeks in a row, they had a fucking lead and lost it. I had them at -3 versus the Bears, and they're up the whole time. Fucking Trubisky gets hurt, and this guy comes in. My goddamn worst nightmare. Big Dick Nick, Foles comes in, puts on a show, and the Falcons can't even score late to just cover. It's embarrassing. So, at some point, they had like a 99% win probability or something, some kind of next-gen stats. You know what I say? Fuck next-gen. That's some horse shit. After that, I actually did pretty good on pros. I should have finished 3-0, but fuck the Falcons. But other than that, I had Bucks -6 versus the Broncos. Cha-ching. And I also jumped on that Bills train early. Bills -2 versus the Rams. Cha-ching. Josh Allen plays like a goddamn chicken with his head cut off. And the Rams kind of made a run late, so it got me nervous, but pulled through. College, on the other hand, was not good. I went 0-3. The numbers came back and bit me in the ass. Starting with Georgia and Arkansas, I'll be the first one to say it. I ate the rat poison. I read that stupid-ass article about Todd Monken, the O coordinator, and Georgia almost straight up lost against Arkansas. So, hand up, I was wrong on that one. 2, I jumped on Georgia Tech, made some money on them, betting against them, and I thought they would come out swinging. They did not. They got their asses kicked against Syracuse. Georgia Tech -7.5, did not cover. And the last one, I ate my words on the Kellen Mond A&M pick. Kellen Mond and Texas A&M are a bunch of frauds. Kellen Mond is a fraud. I'm just going to bet against A&M the rest of the goddamn season. That's when I'm wearing my goddamn Bama shirt. Roll Tide, A&M are frauds. Time for the uniform watch. Last week, Ole Miss came out with the icy blues, the powder blue jerseys and helmets for the first time for Kiffin's grand arrival. They got their shit kicked in versus Florida, but they look good in a losing effort. Next week, we got something really cool and special. UAB is doing the 4th annual Children's Harbor game, which every player on their roster gets paired up with a patient from the hospital, and they put the patient's name on the back of their jerseys and play for them for this week. So keep an eye out. UAB doing that. Little bonus. Iowa State's coming out with the midnight black, all black unis. That'll be interesting. Can't wait to see those. NFL. I saw in a little teaser on Twitter, the Rams are coming out with their new Soul pants, which are bright yellow. Who knows what the hell those are going to look like, if they're going to be good or not. I'm very excited to see. Going along with the brand new Rams unis this year, I'm very excited to see how it turns out on the field. Strength and conditioning coach spotlight for this week is none other than Brady Collins. Brady Collins, head strength conditioning coach at University of Cincinnati. They're in the top 25 this year. They're starting to make waves under Coach Luke Fickell, and it's all because Coach Brady Collins. Coach Collins was named Director of Sports Performance of Cincy in 2017. He played football and graduated at a place called Otterbein College in Ohio. Played football there, was a team captain. I'm pretty sure he was a graduate assistant or some kind of assistant at Ohio State right after that, and then eventually Kentucky. And then when Luke Fickell got that job at Cincy, he brought him over, and he's been doing a hell of a job ever since. Here are a couple of clips of Coach Brady.
Hips, bring your hips, hips. There you go, there you go. Drive through your heels. Yes, yes. Swing the hips, little burst. You got to burst. Hold them accountable. Come on, Pittsburgh. Come on, Pittsburgh. Drive through the heels, through the heels. Yes, tighter. Up, up. That up, boy. Fight it. Yeah. Drive off that foot. Boom. There you go. Let that dog out, man. Let that dog out. Get it, no. Get it, no. Get it, no. Get it, no. Deeper. Get it, no. Get it, no. Drive that up, boy. Good job, Keith. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep the hands down. 2, up. Hold it. Right down. 3. Stick it with the back. Tight, 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 tight. Nice. That up, boy. That up, boy. Sticking it down smooth. Nice. Bring your feet up more. Too easy. Too easy. There you go. Now lean back. Tight, tight. Pull. Pull with that back. Arm straight. Stick. Come all the way to me. Ready? This one's going to sting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold it. Down soft. Down soft. Down soft.
So as you can see, Coach Brady Collins, he's an intimidator. He'll fire you up. He's an intense gum chewer. He's everything you want in a strength and conditioning coach. He'll light a fire under your ass and bring out the best in you. On to next week's picks. Next week is Vengeance Week. Starting with Coach Nicky Saban. I am hoping and praying that Bama exposes A&M for the frauds that they are. No mercy. Bama minus 18. I hope they put 100 on them. No mercy game. Come on, Nick Saban. Number 2, I'm jumping on the opposite end of Duke. I'm actually taking Duke plus 10.5 versus Virginia Tech. I just love rooting against Virginia Tech. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of scared because I think they're good. They have that good QB hooker. But I think Chase Bryce, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid this week. 10.5 points, I'll take it at home. Little home dog action. Last one, we're going to dip back in the well. Oklahoma State, Kansas over 54.5. I betted on these two teams in prior weeks. Hopefully they join forces and just score a bunch of points. Still waiting for Chuba Hubbard to have like a 400-yard game, pad those Heisman stats. Those are my college picks. NFL, more of the same. Jumping back on the Bills, -3 versus the Raiders. Raiders have a ton of injuries. Basically, all the receivers are wiped out. Didn't have a ton of depth to begin with, so I'm taking Bills. Bucks -7.5 versus Chargers. Maybe a little bit too much love for Herbert. I'm still hopping on the Bucks train. Brady, take me to the promised land, -7.5. And the last one is a reverse fade pick. I originally was going to bet Cincy -3 versus the Jags. But I'm going to fade myself. I'm going to do Jags +3 in Cincy, riding with the mustache, see if Burrow. I think Burrow's going to get his lunch ate. His O-line sucks, so I'm fading myself. I originally thought I was going to be Cincy, but I'm doing Jags +3. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for next week. Roll Tide.